I fought a bear one time. Yeah. I used to have a show on FX called Hurt Bert where I took dangerous men's jobs. It was a TV show. It was back in 2002, I think. I was a dominatrix gimp. I was an MMA fighter. I was a rodeo clown. I was a football player. I was a stunt pilot. I swam with great white sharks out of the cage. And one day they called me up. They're like, hey, do you want to fight a bear? I was like, who does that for a living? And they're like, you do on Thursday. I show up. It is a 9-foot grizzly bear just sitting on a park bench, as dumb as you think a bear would look. Just. So I go up to the bear. I'm like 28 years old, probably. I go up to the bear, and I stick my hand out in front of his snout so he can get my scent. The trainer sees this, and he goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm letting him get my scent. And he goes, hey, buddy, this is a grizzly bear, not a labradoodle, okay? He goes, we have protocol. I go, what's that? And he pulls me over to the side, and he hands me 5 marshmallows. He goes, when the bear's not looking, take a marshmallow, put it in your mouth. Then, nonchalantly, walk in front of the bear like, huh? Show him the marshmallow like, huh? And allow him the opportunity to engage you and take the marshmallow out of your mouth with his mouth. This way he'll learn to trust you. And I was like, fuck that. Who thought of this, the bear? Is this the bear's idea? And the guy just looks me down and he goes, hey, this is how we do it. My whole crew's behind him like, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. So I don't know any better. I'm 28 years old. I go behind the bear, I take a marshmallow, I put it in my mouth, I walk in front of him like a street hooker, like, huh? 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 The bear sees the marshmallow and lights up just like, I'm like, he rushes me with the grace of a frat boy at 5 a.m. and tongues it out of my mouth. Bears never brush their teeth. I'm making out with a homeless person 5 times in a row. Just I get done, the trainer goes, fantastic, we're ready. I go, hold on, I haven't learned anything. He goes, what are you kidding me? You learned the most important lesson. I go, what's that? And he goes, the bear likes marshmallows. I go, what does that do me? And he goes, listen, if you get in trouble, just stand your ground, look the bear in the face, and just go, marshmallow. And he'll know you're going to do your marshmallow trick, so he'll give you some space. But more importantly, we'll hear you say that, and we'll know you're in trouble, so we'll get you out of there. We'll take the bear, we'll split it up. I go, yeah, but he thinks they're inside me. What if he's like, don't worry, I'll get him, and just rips me open? He goes, you'll be fine. Let's go! And I swear to God, the bear is smiling. Just, oh, I know how to get marshmallows around here, bitch. I gotta tap you out. Rushes me, grabs me by both ears, lifts me off the ground, and starts ragdolling me and growling. I'm going, marshmallow, marshmallow! But no one can hear me because there's a 9-foot grizzly bear going. All of a sudden he drops me, grabs me by the hip, spins me doggy style, locks in a bear hug, and starts grinding on my ass. Now we're both facing the crew and the trainer. I'm going, fucking marshmallow! Marshmallow! Get me the fuck out of here, marshmallow! Everyone's laughing except for the trainer who has a look of panic. He jumps in our eye line and goes, go limp! I'm like, please be talking to me right now. And not is there a bear cock climbing up my jeans? About the split center seam, just marshmallow. So I go limp. Now it looks like I'm getting date raped by a bear. Just I slide out of his grip, and that's the last thing I remember, because apparently his instincts took over and he sat on my face. And the best way to get bear balls out of your mouth isn't by saying marshmallow. My wife, who I had known maybe 3 months, I had invited her to the set to impress her. My wife's a redneck, like a legit redneck, like hardcore, like her parents met on AncestryMingle.com. Like, when she talks, you smell biscuits. Like, my point is she's not afraid of big animals. She just goes over, grabs a marshmallow out of the bag, puts it in her mouth, stands by my feet and goes, huh. The bear then takes his balls out of my mouth, goes over to her, he takes the marshmallow out of her mouth, they take my wife one way, the bear the other way, they drag me under a tree, and that's where I wake up. Under a tree in the lap of my producer, Tim Scott, who's from like the upper top of Minnesota. Real dry, still had a flat top, cherubic face. I open my eyes, I see him, and I go, what happened? He's like, well, you got raped and teabagged by a bear. You might want to get tested. He's like, but that girl, that Leanne girl, I think she saved your life. And my wife comes over at that moment, like it's in a movie. Like my wife just comes walking over. Her body's blocking the sun. All I see is like an orb around her. And she leans in, and as she does, you can see the sun running through her hair light. She just looks me in the eyes. She goes, are you okay? And I looked up at her at that moment. And we all know that moment when you know without a doubt that's the moment. And I know you're like, really? That's when you knew? Oh, fuck it, this is my narrative, okay? I looked up at her from the ground and saw her with a halo from the Lord himself and knew without a doubt I would never do that for her.